I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they...
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Let's go. Pick it up.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 31, Brees. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, Murray. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So here we go on fourth down with Brees. That's to his running back, complete. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word, going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
On
second and 11 now. Cousins, his throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Barely got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I got him. 6 guys. Check 6. Hey, can. Yellow. Hey, Echo.
Following the interception, Cousins. Being chased out left. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down now, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from the 20, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Breeze. And he fires one incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well.
That's ready. You ready? Mike 40, Mike 40. Come on, boy. You got it. Ready, take.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews, so I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. That's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yellow lady. Easy, opposite. Recon, 132 fighter.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Go. Mike 40. Pick it up.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Cousins to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tight dog, lucky 50. Check.
A first down throw for Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Check, 47. Hey. Quaker Omaha. Check 3.
They run again on first down. Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
I'm coming after you.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They run, Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
61, matchbox lights.
Cousins on the keeper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Cousins to throw it this time. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Demario Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, D. Bring up 48.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Can't.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
He's checking crack. Blue draw, Parker. 36. Hey, Zoo.
Breeze now. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On the ground, Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Ready. 5-9. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come in.
To throw is Breeze. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ben Gideon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Hey, Haywood.
Cousins to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jahai, lady! Mike 27, I got you, son! I got you, son! Jahai!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Again, it's Murray. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Switch. 21. 5-1. Hey, over.
To throw is Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Breeze now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Breeze. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown! Touchdown, baby! That's what I'm talking about. We started. Woo! Yeah!
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm in the sky.